The action camera race is heating up fast. DJI already has its current flagship out in the world with the Osmo Action 6, and both its successor, the Action 7, and GoPro's next flagship, the Hero 14, are on the way with a full set of upgrades lined up. Here's how all three stack up.
And today's video is sponsored by no one. If you want to book this spot, just mail us.
The Action 6 already made a big leap over its own predecessor. It uses a new 1/1.1-inch square sensor, up from the smaller 1/1.3-inch sensor on the Action 5, and it packs in 38 megapixels using bigger, fused 2.4 micrometer pixels for better light gathering. The standout upgrade is that the Action 6 is the first action camera ever to come with a variable aperture, adjusting between f2.0 and f4.0 depending on how much light is around. A proper camera feature that action cams never had before, and one that helps a lot in tricky lighting. Dynamic range held steady at 13.5 stops, matching the previous model rather than beating it. Full sensor details for the Action 7 haven't been locked down publicly yet, but expect DJI to build on the same low light strengths it just introduced. GoPro is aiming higher on paper. The Hero 14 is set to jump to a 1-inch sensor, noticeably larger than anything GoPro has used in an action camera before. Combined with the new GP3 chip, GoPro's own teaser footage has shown natural background blur, sharp low-light detail on things like moon craters, and smoother highlight handling, all signs of a much bigger sensor doing the work, rather than the usual small, deep-focus action cam look. The Action 6 shoots 8K video at 24, 25, or 30 frames per second in the standard 16:9 shape. For social content, it also shoots 4K at up to 120 frames per second in a taller 4:3 ratio, handy for cropping into vertical video later. It has a slow motion mode at 1080p that reaches up to 240 frames per second using frame interpolation, plus 10-bit D-Log-M color for anyone who color grades their footage. DJI also added two new shooting modes, Super Night for cleaner low-light 4K 60 footage, and Starburst, which turns nighttime light sources into little star shapes on screen. The Action 7 is set to push things further with 8K at 60 frames per second, a real jump over the Action 6 rather than just matching it, along with sharper stabilization and longer battery life. GoPro's Hero 14 is lining up 8K at 30 frames per second, 6K at 60, an extremely fast 5.3K at 240 frames per second, and 4K at 120 frames per second, backed by GoPro's new hyper-smooth 7.0 stabilization and AI-driven auto-framing and subject tracking. Between the two, GoPro is leaning into frame rate flexibility, while DJI leans into raw 8K smoothness. The Action 6 brought real upgrades to its build. It goes underwater without a case, down to about 65.6 feet, up from 59 feet on the older Action 5. And with the optional dive case, it goes all the way down to 197 feet. DJI also gave it a magnetic, quick-release chassis, letting you swap between horizontal and vertical mounting on the fly for social content. Plus, dual OLED touchscreens with the rear screen hitting a bright 1000 nits, and a special coating so the touchscreen still works properly when wet. There's also 50 gigabytes of built-in storage, gesture controls, and DJI's first subject tracking feature on an action camera. Design details for the Action 7 are still under wraps, with most of the buzz centered on performance rather than the shell. GoPro's side is more interesting here. Its own teaser clips have hinted the Hero 14 is moving away from the classic ultra-wide action cam look and leaning into a more cinematic, versatile design, possibly paired with new accessory lenses. Some reports even point to interchangeable lens options. The Action 6 introduced an audio system DJI calls Osmo Audio, with 3 built-in microphones, direct pairing with DJI's wireless mic transmitters, and 32-bit float recording for clean audio without babysitting levels manually. The Action 7 is carrying forward more AI-driven shooting features on top of that foundation. For the Hero 14, the GP3 chip's dedicated AI processor is bringing real-time scene recognition and smarter subject tracking, along with meaningfully better low-light performance and longer battery runtimes across its video modes. The Osmo Action 6 currently runs somewhere between $329 and $429, depending on the bundle. The Action 7 is set for a modest bump, with the standard combo landing around $349 to $429, and higher-tier combos, or a possible Pro version, reaching as high as $579. The Hero 14 is tracking toward $400 to $450, a small step up from the Hero 13's $399 launch price, in line with the extra hardware it's bringing to the table. The Osmo Action 6 launched on November 18, 2025, and it was DJI's biggest hardware jump for the Action line in a while. The Action 7 is coming next, and the timing is shaping up to be quicker than expected. DJI usually follows an annual cadence, which would put a late 2026 launch around October or November on the table, but recent leaks point to something much sooner. The Action 6 is already over 200 days old, while DJI's last 4 flagships each lasted 300 to 425 days before being replaced, and GoPro's own camera moves are pushing DJI to speed things up. That points to the Action 7 landing as early as August or September, rather than waiting for the holiday season. GoPro's Hero 14 has had a bumpier road to market. It was originally lined up for September 2025, following GoPro's usual yearly release habit, but GoPro pushed it back and released the budget Lit Hero and the Max 2 360 camera in its place instead, while it finished work on a new processor. That chip, called GP3, got its official unveiling in March 2026, and it's a serious upgrade, more than double the processing power of the older GP2 chip, plus a dedicated AI processor built in. GoPro has said the chip will debut in new cameras in the second quarter of 2026, putting the Hero 14 launch on track for around winter 2026. The bigger picture. If you're shopping today, the Action 6 is the only one of the 3 you can actually buy, and it's mainly worth the upgrade over the older Action 5 if you'll shoot in low light often. Otherwise, it's a solid refresh rather than a total reinvention. The Action 7 and Hero 14 are both closing in fast, and it's genuinely a close call which one lands first, with GoPro finally clearing its processor bottleneck and DJI accelerating its own timeline to keep pace. One thing worth keeping in mind for DJI specifically: every DJI product launched so far this year, including the Osmo Pocket 4, Pocket 4 Pro, Lido 1/X1, Mic Mini 2, and Osmo Mobile 8P, has shipped worldwide but been blocked from official US sale under the Countering CCP Drones Act and the FCC's covered list. That's 5 DJI launches in a row facing the same US restriction, with no clear sign the pattern is about to break. If the Action 7 follows suit, expect a global release with US availability stuck in limbo, which could end up mattering more to American buyers than any spec difference on paper.